Hello, hello, hello. Patricia here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, but more specifically in Alaska. Shoot, I'm trying to get this fixed. Sorry, I had it fixed before and then I had to... Okay, well, we're good enough there, right? We will make it work. How's that? As I said, this is Patricia, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Alaska. And today we are going to make the simplest card. This is it. And I actually did several of them. This is the kind of card that lends itself very easily to making a bunch of cards. And so here are some that I did in literally just a few minutes. Now, what I did to create them is I made myself a template, okay? And I sort of did this on accident, not creating the template on accident, but neat little trick is I made the card or made it using what was going to be a card. And then I was like, oh, this works perfectly because I can take it and put it on my card base that I'm going to use. And all of a sudden, it's perfectly aligned with where I want it. And so I do recommend that. It works very, very well. We are going to use, now you could use just about any color, except maybe a dark color, because you want your butterflies to be visible. I used Peach Pie and Summer Splash. I just think those work very well, but it would also lend itself very easily. I could change the colors with this same template. It doesn't matter what my template looks like when I'm done. It looks really nice right now, and I might even turn this into a card because it does look very nice. But you don't have to. You could just reuse that template with all different colors, whatever you want to make. Then I also used a new bundle that is out now, Sketched Butterflies bundles that are stamps and dies starting the 5th of June 2024 will be an additional 20% off. Remember, with a bundle, 10% off, so you'll get 20. Bundles are always 10% off. But for this month, from the 5th of June to the end of the month, bundles, stamp and die bundles. So the dies, I always store them in my case. They are also an additional 10% off, as are the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines. So whether you go for, oh, this one's big, it fills up the whole screen because I've got it really close to my desktop, or the mini, are also an additional 10% off. How cool is that? So I am going to put these and I used my brushes. I am going to put these something like this. So if you want to take a screenshot, there you go. Let me put these somewhere right there. There we go. Something like, oh, I got to show both. There we go. Now you can take yourself a cute little screenshot and we're ready to go. Okay, so let's go. Oh. And the one other thing that I used was the Stylish Shapes dies. Now, and I used the middle square. Let me tell you something else. You could also use circles. You could use smaller than the middle one, like this one, the second to the smallest, and make smaller squares and make like a third square that you color. Just a thought. So if that works for you, give that a try. We're going to go ahead and do what we've already done here because I've already got the template ready. But what I did is I took the, what am I trying to say? I forget what I was going to say. So hold on. Oh, I remember what else I was going to say. This particular option, this particular card, could lend itself to a lot of stamp sets. I like the ones like this that are kind of open. You probably wouldn't want to do too much that was dark, but it works really nicely for just about any kind of stamp set that you already have. So let's get started here. One thing I love about this glass mat is that I can pick up my color, I can rub a little bit off, and I'm going to get that just so, and I'm going to start laying down color. Now, this is at about 6 minutes, so I'll show you how fast this card goes. There we go. I'm going to pull out my, oh, I forgot to, oh, I did tell you, I'm using peach pie. Whoops. And what I was going to say about this is if I need more color, I just pick it up off the glass mat. I don't really, I got plenty of color on there, but if I needed it, there it is. Okay, here's my summer, is it summer splash? Yeah, I had it right. So I'm going to pick up some color. I'm going to rub it off again. May not have had enough. There we go. I'm going to line this back up. You see how nicely that lines up? And then I'm going to lay down some more color on here. Get a little bit more color. There we go. Does it look good? Looks really good. I'm going to pull my template off. I'm going to close these up now since I'm done with them because I do not want to get color on everything. Then I'm going to go ahead and wipe that color up because I don't want to get that color on my card either. There we go. Okay. And now I am going to open my butterflies, and I'm going to pull out the medium-ish butterfly, the second one. Put that on my block. I'm going to pull out my largest one. Is that going to fit on there? No, I'm going to use another block. Hold on one second here. Pull out this block. Okay. Now, I could use something besides black, but I have to tell you, I really like the black on these really light colors. It just looks nice. So, I'm going to turn this over, put it on there. Obviously, the butterfly is bigger than the square that I'm putting it on, so that's not a big deal. I'm not ready to close that yet. Grab some ink here for my little butterfly. I'm going to have my little, or my medium, actually. I'm going to put it right there. There we go. I'm going to close that up for a minute while I decide what sentiment I want. Now, I liked these sentiments. You brighten up so many of my days thinking of you. Hope is a beautiful thing that flutters in the soul. Don't you just love that? That makes a good inside sentiment. Wishing you a beautiful birthday and thank you. These two, I believe, are the ones, yes, thinking of you here. And not quite sure where I got sending sunshine, but I'll find that and post it. Or which happy birthday. It doesn't really matter. But I think we are going to do wishing you a beautiful birthday. I like that one. So I'm going to also put that one on a block. Now, I'm assuming most of you know that your blocks are reusable. Okay, Does help if you put it right side up. I do like putting my sentiments on, the back piece that says what this is, so that I don't accidentally do my sentiment upside down. Now, you don't have to layer it over the colored blocks, but I like it just a little bit, like that. There we go. And my card is done for all intents and purposes. Now, I could, and I believe I did with these others, put an inside sentiment, wishing you a beautiful day. And that was the sending sunshine your way. So that could be anything. It could be a birthday. It could be, whatever you want. I also stamped on the envelope, because remember, we never send a naked envelope. This one, I used this cluster of butterflies and wishing you a beautiful birthday. That was in the happy birthday one. And the thinking of you did a whole bunch of the butterflies. Hope is a beautiful thing that flutters in the soul. So don't forget to do inside sentiments. Don't forget to do your envelope. Do what, this lends itself to so many stamp sets. And all you have to do is create that template. And you could keep this and use it for anything. I just love this. Now, what I did, I think I told you that already, but I used from the Stylish Shapes, and notice this has got squares, circles, and banners in 4 different sizes for each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the circles. So very, very extremely useful set. This is probably an absolute favorite, and there's nothing fancy about it, but it's so useful in so many ways. And all I did is I opened this up, I put that middle square on there, cut it out, did it again, cut it out, and actually I ended up using these for another card. Let me show you that one. This one, how cute is this? So I put a little ribbon on this and then pulled it out, and I just stapled it in there, and in these little pockets. And then this one for that little tiny pocket, and here's the other one where I used it. This one opens up to say, enjoy today, and it's in this tiny little pocket. The medium-sized pocket where you could put a gift card, and then the largest pocket where you can put your signature or whatever. And then you can open your card up. I haven't put anything on the inside yet, but how cute is that? Now that, I'll have to show you how to make those later. For right now, I want to show you one other thing, and I want your opinion on this one. Do you like these? Woo! Sorry, dropped a block. Do you like this? And would you like to know how to make it? Okay. This is a little, it's sort of a junk journal. Not really, because I haven't put any junk in it per se. But I have a pocket here. I'm going to make a little, I'm going to staple it down the side and make a little book. I'll put a fold there so that you can open this and write in there or put photos in there. Here's another little pocket that has, I haven't even glued this together yet, but it's going to be pages. This is exactly 4 by 6, so you would have to cut that down or cut the photos down if you were going to put 4 by 6 photos on there. Here is another little pocket with a card in it, and this uses the punch, this one, to make a tab. So lots of fun. This one, oh, Then this one opens. I haven't done anything with these yet, but I've created the base for this little book. If you would like to make this, please leave me a comment and I will show you how to do it. Or if you would like to know how to make it so that you can then decide if you want to make it. Lots of fun. Doesn't really take all that long, but fun book. Woo! Sorry, I've got it balanced up on things so that, anyway, never mind. Okay, so I hope you have learned something today. If you would, I would so appreciate a thumbs up or a like or whatever it says down there. I would really appreciate it if you would share this video and if you would leave me a comment. Remember to leave a comment if you would like to know how to make the little book, and I will show you that. I would love it if you make this card or something similar, if you would post it for us on Facebook. And here are all my contact information pieces. So notice on Facebook, I have both Stampin' lowercase with Patricia and Stampin' uppercase with Patricia. I know, weird. I didn't even know they would let you do that, but they do. Stampinwithpatricia@outlook.com is my email. If you need to or want to contact me other than on Facebook or on my post. Oh, I didn't put YouTube. Forgot to, it's also, can you guess? Stampin' with Patricia. All right. Thank you so very much. Again, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hit the bell so you'll get notifications when I do. And I am going to go live sometime this week. I haven't decided when, but I am going to go live. I would love to have you come join me on a live. Thank you so much. Have a great week.